everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey now. I am Audrey, and we are moving forward in the midst of everything that is occurring. So, today we are a healing podcast. We refrain from discussing politics, which sometimes takes a little something from me because I sometimes would like to, but the guide said no. I, I do readings, but not on this podcast. Anyway, the theme, our wisdom topic for today is celebration. How do you celebrate? What do you celebrate? Why do you celebrate? What do we get out of celebrating? Celebration. I'm not going to sing the song Celebration from way back. And yes, I definitely know that tune. And yes, we definitely dance to it. So, our affirmation for today is I celebrate the joy of life in the face of everything. I celebrate the joy of life in the face of everything. One more time. I celebrate the joy of life in the face of everything. Now, why does one celebrate? It raises one's vibration. It does bring joy and happiness and satisfaction and peace to a person. Now, how one celebrates, we will get into that. First, let's do our breathing attunement. And let's see, what do we want to do? Again, I'm going to keep it relatively simple. My hair looks like this, by the way, because it's drying. This is how it looks as it dries. And then I fluff it out. But yeah. So, breathing attunement. We're going to inhale to the count of 5, hold to the count of 6, exhale to the count of 7. And remember, when you hold on, I'm going to yawn. Oh, sorry. When you inhale, allow yourself and direct that you are a sovereign being, are inhaling light, blessings, and what would be good? Light, blessings, and wellness. Light, blessings, and wellness. That's what you're inhaling, bringing into your being, because we're part of everything. So you may as well inhale that particular aspect. You can choose. You're holding that within yourself, and then you're exhaling light, blessings, and wellness. So you're creating that whole vibration as a bubble, sort of, energetically, for yourself and the world, because the bubble can get larger and it can get smaller. So, get comfortable. If you're in a position to take off your shoes, take them off. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So keep breathing and notice how you feel. You're inhaling light, you're inhaling wellness, you're inhaling energy, and you're creating that all around yourself. You're inhaling prosperity, and you are allowing this to be your energy at this moment. And we can do that, all of us. And when people refrain from celebrating at all, they can be holding themselves back from feeling joy. I know there are religions, there are cultures, there are countries, there are groups of people that refrain from celebrating, thinking it might be frivolous, thinking it might be denying of some of the seriousness of life, thinking that if somebody can have fun, that maybe they're not a substantial person. Not true. Not true. It is natural for people to laugh. Babies do it. They just burble up with laughter and giggles. Animals even do it. Have you ever seen when an animal wants to laugh or smile? There are pictures on the internet of dogs smiling. Probably cats also. I don't know about birds or fish. Or, they probably are. Somebody will do it. Okay? Uh, because it's expressing our joy. And when we upraise our consciousness, our vibration, which is what this podcast helps you do, we also are more joyous, and that energy affects more people than depression and anger. Depression and anger may be noisier, especially the anger part. But that does not necessarily, from something I've read scientifically, affect the amount of people or the space. It only does that when people allow themselves to catch it. It's a disease. You do not have to catch it. When you have a strong enough immune system, it bypasses you. For those of you who remember, I said I was having difficulty with my eyes seeing. I still am. Saw the doctor. He said I could wear some eye makeup, so I put some back on. And that from what he can tell, it looks like, even though I had cataract surgery maybe 4 or 5 years ago, that the cataracts may have grown, which I don't think I realized they could. And either I can go have surgery, which I'm not running to do. I can see if I can find somebody in the town where I live to get glasses that are better than the ones that I got after the cataract surgery, because those are not helping me much at all. And I'm going to check out a place today. And whenever I don't have insurance yet here, medical insurance in Costa Rica. I'm still waiting. Oh, Lord, I'm still waiting for certain things. It's just taking what it's taking. Hold on, water. And my insurance, because I am definitely an American citizen living in Costa Rica, that's Central America. I have insurance there, but my body is here. And this is not when I'm planning to go back to the United States at all. So we shall see how I handle this. And I will find the way. I know it can be healed. And I know, according to Greg Braden and what I see, we can regrow different organs. So me being the healer and knowing healers and meeting new healers, I'm finding and creating a new way. First, I will start with, hopefully, new glasses. That'll be the most expedient and, quite frankly, the most financially feasible at the moment, except for doing trades with other healers. That's also very feasible, and yes, I'm doing that. So let me just show you beauty. I didn't. This is one of my frequency stones. And why do we need beauty? For some of the same reason that we need joy. It uplifts energy. It helps change your brain pattern to one more peaceful, more healthy. It helps open your heart. Look at this. It's so cute. It's so important to have an open heart. Yeah, look. And yes, these are available to you if you would like them. I just walk into my gallery. I don't expect to paint any more frequency stones. Leaving all the rocks for Costa Rica, I am now again painting canvas. Um, this is one I did in the States. It was part of my Costa Rica collection. I called it Calling Me into Costa Rica, and here I am. And I know a lot of other people are planning to come to Costa Rica. I don't want too many people to come here, in truth. I'm glad that I'm here. But do I want a slew of Americans in this country? Frankly, I do not. I do not. I like it the way it is. A few more may be fine, multicultural, not all my complexion. And we shall see. Because some of the energy of some people, incorrect. And in Costa Rica also. Okay, not to discuss politics. But if all somebody wants is more, don't come here. Go somewhere else. Really. Because when one has enough, that's enough. And then you help others. And you help others even in the process of. So, why celebrate? Because you can be with different people, or you can celebrate by yourself. It's wonderful to be with lovely people. You share good vibrations. That helps keep someone healthy. The way some people celebrate can be problematic. Celebrating does not mean one has to take substances that makes them incoherent and makes them act truly DNS. I'm not going to repeat what that means. I mean, if one wants to have a glass of wine, fine, but 2 bottles? No. No. Not of any substance. If one chooses to use as a way of growing and to help plant medicine, that's different than celebrating, done properly. Anything, pretty much. Not anything, but most things that are natural, used properly, can be helpful. Many things that have been chemicalized and made toxic, they are not. And people, it's important to learn the difference. And because there's so much AI now, including in podcasts, including with a podcast you might think you know from having seen their shows, it is going to be getting, I don't like saying this, but it can be getting continually more challenging to figure out whether you're dealing with a person or an AI or something else that I may not even yet know the name of. So my hair is in my eye, so I'm moving it away. So please start learning how to be aware of this. I know it's new. It certainly is for me. This is, I used to do TV, public access, and other, and cable. Well, I'm doing this, YouTube. And on YouTube, there's a lot of stuff that's AI. So before you believe what something is, look where it says how this video was made. I'll tell you right up front, this video is made. I am sitting in front of my laptop. I am talking to it. I am talking to you via the laptop. That's it. That's my high tech. It's low tech. And yet very important so that we can all speak. Someday I would like to have camera and pretty and all that the way I had when I did my public access show years back. In case anybody's around, that was Aurora Borealis. I am that same Audrey. Okay, I did that in New York at Manhattan Neighborhood Networks, and I was blessed and lucky. I was given an award. What was the name of the award? Spirituality or something like that. Growth, transformation, and I was honored. And yes, and because I'm into transformation and growth and development, that's why I do this. So find a way to celebrate regularly in your life. You don't have to wait for Hanukkah, Christmas, Yule, Eve, New Year's. Don't have to wait for any of that. You don't have to have a religion. You can be alone. Celebrate that you're alive every day when you wake up. Say thank you and mean it. Feel it. Do your best to connect to your higher self through any of these breathing techniques. Have the intention of connecting with Source, and you do that quietly. You can be silent and simply sit comfortably and allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to feel. Because when you celebrate for real without getting all kind of drugs, or I don't do alcohol, but if you want to have a couple of drinks, just a couple, and your body can handle it, and you've eaten proper food, and it's okay for your health, do it. To drink too much, don't. On the whole, I do know there are people that can live eating what I think of as junk and doing all that stuff, and they're still okay. Well, make sure you are. For the most part, people can't handle that. And the American public and a lot of the earth, the ground, the land has been contaminated. A lot of the food source has been contaminated. So celebrate that you're even eating healthful food, not healthy food. You're the one to get healthy. The food can be healthful, meaning that it's made of something real, organic, positive, natural, and will be good for your health. And if you don't know, investigate. Ignorance is not going to help anyone in the future. And that's getting more and more and more real. And do I feel AI is going to become intensified? Absolutely. Pluto's in Aquarius, no question. And Uranus is in Gemini, which to me is a communication sign. But all these things are communicative. I mean, I'm on what do you call this, my laptop. Communication, Uranus, electronics, a lot of all the new whatnots and hoo-has that are coming that I don't know what they all are. Nobody does. And I'm not to do politics. Okay. What we need more than anything on this planet is enlightened, high-level, upraised frequency people. And the more of us, I'm including myself in that. And am I fully where I'd like to be with that? No, no. More and more and more and more. As I said, I'm actually going through what some people call the shadow side, my internal dialogue. That could be upset, angry, annoyed, jealous, resentful, that kind of stuff, to create peace, balance, and release that negativity to the light, which is stronger. The light is always stronger than the density. Always. It may not always seem so, but that's because part of the vibration on our stunningly beautiful planet has been lowered and co opted by us. Okay, I'm not going to get into the Anunnaki and all of that. At another time, I will do that, but not right now. Have we been, are we a hybrid species? Yes, I do feel we are, no question. I agree with Greg Braden that I will go with his timing more or less 200,000 years ago. Our chromosome 2 was changed not by us, by an outside source, the telomeres. Let's say it's different than if it had been normal growth within our species. That's part of what gave us what he calls our divinity, our ability to feel, our intuition, our ability to sense, our caring, our love. Without that, we are robots. And do I think AI has that? No. Might it at some point? Maybe. Possibly. Because consciousness exists, not just in our bodies. Consciousness exists. We live in a conscious multiverse. So we have choice about the consciousness we choose to be and have and operate at. And that is something to celebrate. Laugh, enjoy, communicate with caring, with softness, with strength. Part of the way you could celebrate is call someone up that you haven't spoken with in a while, tell them that you're glad to speak with them. How are they? What new thing can you do or create? And allow yourself to do something creative, whatever it might be. Fixing a car is creative. I am not the one to do that. You have people that fix cars. That's their creativity. Allow yourself to be. Because if you refuse to take charge of your own energy and vibration, you will be at the whim of anyone else. And some people, it could be any of us, have negative, nefarious goals. And they may want to misuse you, they may want to take advantage of you, they may want to lie to you, they may want to take whatever that you think is yours. There are people like that. Look around. And some of them are well known. Refuse to let that happen. You have power. We all do. Part of why I do this podcast as well, the guides told me I had to talk to the world again, so here we go. And when enough of us upraise our frequency, it's the tipping point, whether you call it the 100 monkey syndrome or some other term. It's the tipping point where that higher frequency is much easier for everybody to glom into. Read about the quote unquote the 100 monkeys. Let me move this. The 100 monkey syndrome. So, and does it take personal responsibility? It does. It does. And it doesn't happen through AI. You have to do it yourself. Maybe there will come a time. Some people say the new earth, where we don't have to do this, we're just automatically there. Well, that is a different now than this current multi-dimensional now. And I can assure you, if it were that simple, I would be jumping on it right away. Right away. Most healers would. If it were that simple and it were real and it was thorough and we all learned. Oh, and I know a lot of people, when they get nervous, and cultures, and it's built into religions, are looking for a savior. You're the savior. You are the piece of the creator for yourself. We can get help from other people. I definitely do. We can exchange with other people. I definitely do. There are people that know way more than I do, or you do, or someone else in various areas. Absolutely. There are areas where I know a whole slew. And you too. And be open to growth and awareness and letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. And yes, it is going to become important to know how to live simply. I laugh at that because I'm living that way now. Truly. My high tech is my laptop and my phone. There's a TV here. I don't use it. It'll all be in Spanish and it'll be bad. Nah. Nope. I do miss the movies, that is for sure. Like actual movies, big screen. So celebrate. Celebrate that you can breathe. Celebrate you can speak. Celebrate you can think. Celebrate you can love. Celebrate you can eat. Yes. Celebrate you can rest. Celebrate you can communicate. Celebrate you can laugh. Celebrate you can cry. Celebrate you can have feelings. And allow yourself to feel and let them move through you. Refrain from getting attached to your feelings. At a certain point, I'm born under the sun sign of Cancer in both Vedic astrology and in Western astrology. And this is not the 13-month astrology. This is the 12-month astrology. I'm not sure what I'd be in the other one. I looked at it once and I went, okay, some of it was okay, some of it not. And we're all re-understanding what our identity is. We may only be identifying ourselves as earth beings in time to come, or this particular galaxy. But allow yourself to celebrate all of that. Celebrate that you have skin. Celebrate you can sit. Celebrate you can stand up. Celebrate you can sleep and allow yourself to do so. Celebrate being here. Celebrate that when you pass on, from what I saw during my near-death experience, it's an area filled with, oh, the colors, so amazing, so incredible. Filled with light, filled with joy, filled with love, beyond anything I had ever experienced before. I definitely understand why somebody who's had a near-death experience doesn't want to come back. I was different. I was birthing my daughter and I was definitely coming back. I wanted to be a mom since I'm little. And I was in the process of creating that. So yes, I came back. And I'm glad I did. Ups, downs, ins, outs, curlicues, whatever. Celebrate the excitement, the peace. Celebrate. Celebrate. Call someone up and tell them you love them. If you do. That you care. Now we need to go. Please remember to share, subscribe, and like, so we grow. I don't fully understand this whole thing with the algorithms. I simply know that we need a slew of those. Otherwise, unimportant. It's another game. And I'm asking your support with that. And blessings to you. Happy whatever you celebrate, whenever you celebrate, in every way of celebration. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for growing. Thank you for being here. Like us, love us, subscribe, and share. Bye. Oh, you can reach me at Audrey Now, AUDRYENOW at Gmail, or AUDRYENOW.com. Thank you.